Okay, welcome. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
This is the Clubhouse with Austin and David. Um, it's real.
Yeah, it's what the people have been asking for.
Yeah. We're talking
Indeed.
GLC today,
Yeah,
but I'm sure we could talk other things in the future. We could have guests in the future.
yeah, all things Mickey.
All things Mickey. Yeah,
If it's anything too serious, we can't do
it's
that.
not the podcast.
No, we're too much of scrubs. We both just went 0-2, so
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped Thursday, but I'm technically tied for first at my local league. Play a lot of online webcam. GLC, but not much standard. What about you? What are you getting into?
recently. So I guess I mostly just play standard, and I just find like the most degenerate deck in standard that I can just cheese wins out of. Used to be Thorns. Used to be the first was Lugia, then Thorns, or there was a Snorlax arc in there, and now I'm just like
Yeah,
Frost Monkey Dory because people don't know how to respond to Counter Catcher Badoo.
yeah,
GLC, I just play whatever somebody hands me.
yeah. And some retro too.
Oh, retro, yeah. We have a big retro Mickey coming up that we got to start training for.
Is this the Peoria or at GG?
It's yeah. So
Sorry,
I
docs the podcast.
facts. I PG. It's 2023 Worlds, which I think I suggested to add to the poll as a joke, because normally they had been vetoing it, and then everybody was like, "Wait, we all have the cards," and this is the second time in a row where we voted for the Mickeyest format available. Last time it was 2011's World, and then I don't even
I like
remember last time.
2011.
2011 was good, but it's like I like it. I won the 2011 Indianapolis. No, it was Milwaukee retro tournament that we
Dang.
had. Yeah, the videos are online. I think it's on Riley Wren's YouTube channel. You can see me, my opponent. I was like zonked out because I think I stayed up like super late the night before,
Yeah.
and I just rolled up, and my opponent like they used Jirachi like it was a Devo, and I didn't even like question it, even though I knew what that card did. So I just picked all my stuff up, and they took like just one knockout, and I just put all my stuff back on the next turn. So it didn't even really matter. But I won that. I was
Yeah.
playing Bear Hug, which is
Oh.
just Vileplume and an Ursaring that just never dies.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
do the
With
20?
the it's like a fast candy format, right?
No,
With
no,
Vileplume in it.
no, no. It's slow.
I
But
see. I
you
see.
have like a Sunflora that has the Grottle ability, where you can just search for a grass
Oh
type.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So it's
felt like I
pretty
was
good.
always fighting against Vileplume.
Yeah, Vileplume's so sick and nasty. I love it. Why don't we play that in every other format?
True. Standard. Give us
Yeah,
Vileplume.
we need Vileplume.
Okay. For real? What should we start with? We got the set review and the survey.
I think we should start with this survey. Do you want
Okay.
me to give the intro on it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So our local our local statistician, Alec, I don't know if I want to dox his last name, even though I think he signed off with it. He sent out a survey to the GLC community. Um, beyond just like our locals. And he got like 59 people to fill it out in only like 3 weeks, which is pretty good for how like the channels he was spreading it in. Because you have to be like deep in the GLC to like be in these channels. You have to be following
Yeah,
like all the Twitter accounts. You have to be in the Discord. So it's people who know stuff.
yeah, yeah,
And it's a some of this is like stuff I honestly don't really care that much about. Like I don't care how much people are playing at locals and different things. But there's some good stuff in here. Specifically, what I want to talk about anyways is like how people were ranking these types, and also he asked people what cards they think should get banned, and there's some real
yeah,
sicko answers in there.
yeah. Um, yeah, the type ranking specifically could maybe put on screen. If not, it's in the survey. Um, this is my favorite graph. Uh, it's cool to see like the little bubbles of where people kind of generally rank the types, um, and how like spread out it is. Except for that psychic and fighting are like definitely first and second, um, and fairies definitely last. But the middle ground, there's kind of like little pockets. Some are that like tighter than others. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's definitely interesting that people, or how much of a consensus there is in this ranking, where it's like definitely the community decided that it's psychic, and then it looks like fighting, and then water, and then dragon.
Yeah.
Uh, but then I guess once you get to like fifth to I guess ninth, everybody agreed that like fairy and fire are the worst two types, which is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy true. I mean,
Yeah, fire is kind of bad.
it's brutal.
Yeah, all of our
Dark's
fireheads
pretty
at
brutal too.
locals, they're kind of falling off. It's tough out there. It's tough in these streets.
Yeah. Praying for good fire cards. Um,
Yeah, what does fire need? What would fire need to actually be be good, or at least compete with psychic, fighting, and water?
yeah. I feel like the threshold is kind of like competent support on a basic. Like,
True.
especially now with fighting, like all these types have really either good setup or like good consistency just on basics, like Fan Rotom, Lunatone, and Mew, Celebrations Mew.
Hmm.
Um,
That's a good
I feel
point.
like every type should have like a little Jirachi clone, you know?
Yeah, I guess now that you say that, a lot of what they have is like stage ones, stage twos,
Right. Yeah,
which
and like
it's
grass
kind
can
of too
kind
slow.
of get away with it,
I don't know if
but
grass
these
can get
other
away with
types
it.
cannot get away with it. No, they really can't. They struggle too. They rank like sixth, maybe seventh here
Yeah.
in the responses, and then like dark metal lightning kind of round out the bottom.
I don't know why
Lightning's kind of undercooked, I feel.
Lightning. I was about ready to say Lightning has some crazy variants, like what people are perceiving it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
definitely
don't
like one of the
know.
widest responses.
It looks like two people put Lightning as the worst, which I don't buy that. I can't think about
Yeah.
how. Well, I guess people are just putting stuff down just to be funny. I think I have an idea of who put Fire as second, but I don't want to. I don't want to dox them like that.
Fire
There's
the
some
second
crazy
best type.
people.
Maybe someone at their locals, they're just getting into the game and like someone's playing Fire Mill and just like griefing the heck out of them.
Yeah, The person who said grass is the best, I don't know what they're on. Like the other ones that like people did say were the best, like I guess I can't kind of
Like
figure it out.
colorless, yeah.
Yeah. Colorless is like
Colorless
kind of
maybe if
sneak.
you like weren't paying attention for a year maybe.
Yeah, but they also have just like so much onboard draw. So I can imagine it being really
Yeah.
annoying. If your locals is like six people and all of them show up with, well, if you get like fan rotom donks, that tells me. I bet this person just got back from locals and they missed out on like their store credit because they got fan rotom, or their opponent like slow played them into a tie because they just kept on nut stashing. Nest
Yeah.
stash.
Yeah. I remember playing before DCE and Twin were banned, I was playing Turbo Lax for a little bit, and I remember taking this long ass turn and then playing Iono at the end. And the Iono specifically, my opponent was like, "Fuck, this is just like Guardy. Like, you play a million cards and then Iono me. Oh my god."
Yeah. Colorless is really fun because of that. You just see your entire deck every turn, and it always
Yeah,
works. You never prize anything.
yeah, yeah. And I think like it opens your options to like play tons of disruption and like become more toxic. Like once you have really consistent like high HP, high damage attackers like Thumping Snore and beyond, then you can just like invest all those other slots into reset stamps and crazy
Yeah.
double bosses and double lines. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of double, we got the we got the year in review. We wanted to talk about each set and
Or do you want to talk
basically
about the
comment
bans
on the
first?
cards that come out. Oh yeah, the bands.
Yeah,
My
let's
fault, my
let's
fault.
I specifically want to talk about some of these
Cut that
crack
out, cut that out.
responses.
Yeah, yeah, because in the Alex survey we had the what cards do you approve of their being banned? Like, of the cards that are already banned, which ones do you approve and disapprove? And then, if you were to ban a card, what would it be? Um, Most divisive on the currently banned cards is definitely DCE and Twin. What do you think? Because that was
I,
this year, too.
yeah, I think it's interesting because in this chart you can see like what people were saying either in different approve or disapprove. And it's like almost 50-50 for double colorless approval versus disapproval. And same with twin. But there's less people who say they disapprove of twin than double colorless, which I think that's like the general consensus is that people think it should have been an either or ban instead of a both ban.
Yeah.
And I think I'm on that side also.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was certainly very oppressive to, like, deal with, like, three double energies in colorless specifically.
Hmm.
Um, like 99% of other decks were like not abusing three. They were just playing like one, even two, and it was like not double turbo, obviously, because you had the unrestricted ones. So yeah, like I kind of wish those decks still had the option to play just the good one.
Yeah.
Um, hit your hit your numbers right. It didn't feel like so bad, I guess, and Guzzlord was very, very strong, but Psychic is just has no problem with it now. So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really mind having DC. One or the other might be cool.
I agree. I think the only other card that people were actually, well, it looks like it's about like 33% of people are disapproving of the Raikou ban, the Vivid
Mm,
Voltage Raikou,
yeah.
which, I mean, I don't know. There are people, some of the cards that people are disapproving are crazy. People disapproving on the Kyogre is absolutely insane. But
Yeah, that one's like 80 spread, right? It's like
yeah,
80 to everything
it's like a
with
board
like
wipe
three
essentially.
weirdo types. Yeah. Yeah, that's way too much. Some types actually don't have bench barrier, and we can't. We still want to play them.
Yeah,
um, yeah, I think Research Lab is like a little crazy too. Um, most of these I like still agree with. I don't know if Giant Plants is like. I mean, we kind of have budget Giant Plants now, Forest of Giant Plants, but
yeah.
aside from that, I'm pretty approving of the rest of these.
I think with like giant plants, like the restriction that the new one has, Forest Vitality, I think is the name, or something like that.
Yeah,
Um, that restriction
just
like
not on your
actually does
first
stop
turn.
people from like just donking each other. Because I would imagine like
Yeah.
you would just go second and you would just blow your entire load and just like imagine imagine somebody hitting you.
Yeah, like triple Resurade, turn two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay, I
I
understand.
that would actually I would uninstall the game. I would be at locals and I would be uninstalling the game.
Yeah, just like sell your cards and go home. The drop into sell your collection.
Yeah.
Hey, drop me. Also, are you looking to buy like 10,000 Pokemon cards? All right. If you were to unban, are there any other unbans you want?
No, I think that the band suggestions is like
Ban
even
list looks
more
pretty good.
correct. I
Yeah.
think like
What do we want banned? If you were to ban something, what are we banning?
I think like I'm of the opinion that like there's no card. I think there's cards that are annoying and toxic, but like there's nothing that's gonna be banned that's gonna fix the format, you know? Like
Yeah.
I think like Fan Rotom is one of the most annoying cards. Just because it's so easy to like get that turn one attack, especially in GLC with like Guzma Hala just being like a free a free
Yeah.
fan Rotom button.
Tenacity, Stadium Nav,
Yeah.
all those.
But like just reading through the list, like none of these cards Raging Bolt is another card that is also very annoying and very toxic.
Yeah.
But like they're not inoppressive decks. Like I think if you're gonna hit any type, it should be psychic. But there's not like a psychic deck or a psychic card that is like so much more toxic than everything else. It's
Right.
just
It's
that
like
they
where
like
would you even start? You could ban 10 psychic cards and it would like still be tier 1.
yeah.
You could ban like 15, maybe not 15 psychic cards, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well it's just like a good stuff deck. Like they're just gonna play the best
Yeah.
basics and you have like all that support. Someone suggested Refinement Curlia and another person. I don't know if this is the same person. Somebody else suggested Buddy Catch Gallade, which those cards are really good. But the standard for like
Yeah.
as a stage two, and the standard for like a stage two to be played is literally you have to. It's just like the free prize button.
Right, right. It has to like set up your turn every turn. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, in any circumstance, basically. It has to be like Iono to 1, reset stamp to 1, proofing yourself.
yeah,
And it has to do 160 for 3. It has to do 160. Anything less than 160 is not good enough. And they're
yeah.
still playing Muscle Band.
That card is
The
so
psychic
good.
privilege is super real.
It actually is insane how tuned up Buddy Catch Gallade is. Like there really is nothing bad. I think it only has like two retreat also, which is like
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's super great. Um,
Yeah. The person who put weakness is like they're very funny.
yeah, just remove weakness.
I assume they did not elaborate once on it.
Yeah, I can't say I quite agree, but like there's also never like Pokemon wasn't really designed to be played like GLC.
Yep.
I mean, to a certain extent it was in the sense that like they put it in the game so that like every card has its counters basically,
Mhm.
and like nothing can get too strong in the meta. I think it's like very strong for that, or like very simple and like good design. Um, but in GLC, of course, it's like a little more difficult to play around your weakness. Like you still can, but if you just hit that matchup, you just hit that matchup hard sometimes. Ban weakness. We have to
Ban
ban
weakness.
resistance too,
I
or keep resistance.
Yeah, I think there's more of a case to keep resistance if you're gonna ban weakness. Because it just makes like some cards just so good. Like Ban Rotom.
Yeah,
Ban Rotom, another thing that's so toxic about it is that it's weak to
it
lightning
resists
and
fighting.
it resists
Yeah, it
fighting.
resists fighting 30. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, and certain types can just like way better cover their weakness. Like Psychic is getting more options, but like back in the old days, it was just like so everything is weak to dark, and uh, I think metal and grass have similar problems. Fire has kind of a
Mhm.
similar problem where it's just like, oh yeah, my whole type is just weak or just is totally resisted by this other type, and I don't really get to flex my good stuff very often. Because it's also like if your weakness deck is like psychic, it's like okay, yay. But if it's like fire, you don't really get that very often.
Yeah. People who said that Goose Hala and X Maniac should get banned,
Mm,
you don't know what you're talking about. Well, everybody can use Goose Hala, so it's not like that big of a deal.
yeah,
And like,
yeah, I think it's
I know
healthy.
this Hexamaniac person. They're an Okie dokie player. You just know that.
Yeah, yeah. It like super shuts off psychic too. That's like if you ever want to scam a psychic player, wait till they're at like two prizes and then just hit them with a hex, and they'll just do nothing. Knock their thing out and hit them with a hex, and
Yeah.
it's sad. No, I think I like Goose Hall. I mean, I do think like searching special energy is kind of like a super duper powerful effect that like is always ought to be very expensive, and I think Goose Hall is perfectly expensive for it.
Yeah, I think that like a good argument for Goose Hala is that it does enable like a weird amount of donks because you can
Yeah,
get there with uh Fan Rotom. Depending on like what they have in the active, you can get there with Raging Bolt. Yeah, Raging Bolt can do that.
yeah.
Soul Rock.
Yeah, Soul Rock, Brooklet, strong energy now too can make it
Yep.
90.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah,
like
or like
so much
even
there.
even like Artisan, Floatstone, Hoopa plays.
Hmm.
So I kind of hear
Zapdos.
that. I do
Zapdos
think
can
like
move, right?
Donk, Zapdos, yeah, Zapdos,
Yeah.
for
So it
sure, for
seems
sure.
like every deck can it has their own donk, so it actually shouldn't be
Right.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's true. I think like to an extent, these cards do kind of like fall off, or like they need to be played with like goose halls, or it's not
Hmm.
goose halls, but they need to be played with like boss in order to like really get value later on. So they
Hmm.
do kind of fall off. Fighting's nice though because you can buff that damage up to like 110 pretty reliably. So One time 120.
Any other thoughts on the ban list?
I think I might have put DDE when I answered this survey, but I don't think we really need to ban DDE. Unless Dragon gets like another insane card. Um, I think I was just whining because I was playing Sableye a lot and getting griefed by Raging Bolt. But now that I've gotten griefed less by it, I don't really, it doesn't hurt as bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this part of the survey is good because it gives everybody an outlet to just be salty about
Yeah,
the card that luck sacked them at locals.
right. And
Because
you gotta
there's
like
some,
feel too the feeling of each card is important. Like
yeah,
we do kind of want to keep the format fun, even if it's like fair or more or less fair. Like sometimes you want the fun factor. Keep it Mickey.
you know,
We can't become a real format. You know?
that's real. I also just noticed that Marshadow isn't on like the list of cards that people want banned.
No.
I think that card's so funny. It is like
Yeah. Just
anytime
the
you
turn
play
one red
Judge,
card.
Judge is like if you're playing like a lot of Judge and a lot of like Marshadow, that's a sign that the format is kind of Mickey. Because
Yeah.
Judge never works in your favor. There's so many times where you hit Judge, and what Judge does is it lets both players draw into the four most unplayable cards in their deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful for that. It almost feels worse to play it because like you draw four and then you like end your turn and then they draw one and it's like that's basically five and it's like I feel like I played this judge as like a reverse Marnie. It feels horrible.
Yeah,
It feels like one of those like EV like blackjack cards that's just like it wins more games for whatever reason, even if it's not intuitive. It just like is technically correct. I don't know.
yeah,
Evil.
whatever. They should ban Judge also. Why not? Why not?
I like that. Yeah, ban Marnie. I would be super into a Marnie ban actually. Um, all right, we got a year review. It's as of recording January 2nd, 2026, and we wanted to take this opportunity, episode 1, to review the sets of 2025, talk about the flops, talk about the slays in review. Starting with Prismatic Evolutions. This one's a flop.
Yeah, this set, well, it's just like a reprint set,
Yeah,
and
it was like a collector set.
you couldn't buy this anywhere. Like
No.
sometimes I just want to rip a pack, and you can't do that.
Yeah. I probably opened more EVs in those prize packs than in any Prismatic actual product.
Yeah, but
But Badoo did come out.
yes, the dude did come out.
Badoo. We bought four online, and that was it. Uh, it's like pretty strong.
Yeah,
Doesn't really move the needle for grass, I don't think, but like I think most lists probably have it just as like a pivot, have it as a kind of like scam your opponent for a turn sort of card. You can also do funny things with it, like attach rainbow to it and or like put damage on it and hit it with the hustle belt to do like itchy pollen for 70. Um, I mean that's hilarious.
yeah, it's like a real scammer card. Like it's anytime you're just item locking someone, it is funny. Getting item locked in
Yeah,
GLC feels so bad. I got item locked. I don't even remember what I was getting item locked by. Oh, Frillish. And
Mm,
I
that
was
card's
playing.
fucking toxic.
Yeah,
Pardon
the
my
card
French.
is annoying.
We'll
Um,
put an explicit warning, or we'll cut them all out.
yeah, but well, Badoo is just so crazy because you don't even have to put energy on it. With Frillish, you have to put energy on it, or any of these other
Right.
stupid item lockers, or it like
Yeah,
also
yeah.
item locks you.
Venomoth. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it's like I know there's somebody who got like so tilted by Badoo Standard at a regional, and they're like, I'm gonna drop into GLC, and then immediately they have Badoo in GLC.
Yeah. Yeah, or they like their opponent starts Wobbuffet and it's like, oh, sometimes it's actually just worse here. Like Wob. I remember I was playing against Dahlia a bunch with Hitman Bros. They were playing Hitman Bros and they had dolls. They would play dolls on their bench for like the hit and run combo, you know? And I was just like I could never play my rope because of these stupid dolls and I was like this just turns off my rope. It's so tilting like there are ways you can just suffer in GLC that Standard does not offer.
Yeah, that's why they shouldn't ban cards. We need to have all the toxic cards
Yeah,
in format.
yeah, yeah. And I'm glad too that we can, like some of the expanded bands get to play in GLC. Delinquent and all that.
Yeah,
Surge, Lusamine.
yeah. Surge is so base. Surge Lucamine. Yeah, I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything else to say about Prismatic. Like all the new cards were those EVs that like you can't play them in
you can't.
GLC.
You also can't play them. Yeah, you can dream ball them, but that's it. We're not playing that.
I don't even know if there was any like non-rule box EVs in this set.
I think they had evolutions, like non-rule box evolutions. I'm pretty sure they all had like stupid attacks that were like hit EX for more damage.
Oh yeah, those are flops.
Yeah.
This set
So
is like kind of
I think
flopped
I
and
looked at them and I was just like, no, 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 we cannot play this.
this is kind of like the Gracie Abrams of Pokemon set. Just a total flop.
Yeah, I'll take your word on that one.
Do you want to
What's
move on
next
to
though?
a real
Journey
set?
Together?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Journey Together. This is a real one. This
Yeah, this
you
had
had like
all the hops cards.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It had like all the owner
The hops cards are
Pokemon. So like
insane.
yes, the Hops Cram. That card is so annoying because they play that and you have to like every single time they play that down, I am like, is there a way for me to like big brain a two prize turn to like stop it? And then I just like overcook and always misplay myself out of it, and they just come back and what is it? I think it's called like fickle spitting is the attack or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Snorlax is
fickle
also
spitting.
busted.
Yeah, having two lacks is kind of dumb. I do
Yeah.
like that you can like turn it off if you like do some damage to it so that they can't use like if they self hit they'll knock themselves out.
Mhm.
I like that you can kind of counterplay it. I hate that dang tool though. I think the tool is crazy. That's the card that really like peeves me.
Yeah, it actually is the fact it does like 110 right or 120. What is fickle spitting? I always get that in the Lost
I
Origin
think it's
Cramorant famous reviews.
110, but it has 120.
It does 120. Yeah, this
does
card it
120.
has 110 health, does 120.
Yeah.
The fact that you can just like
Swing for 150 with a tool and
yeah,
no energy
and you have to do like it's zero commitment.
on a
You
basic.
don't even have to like think about it.
Yeah.
Like there's no prep for it whatsoever. You can get that off an Arband.
Right, right.
You could just like nest
Yeah.
or whatever, like stupid ball search.
Yeah.
Because
Draw
at least with
10.
the Snorlax, you have to prep a little, I guess, for it. Like you need a lot
Right,
more
right.
pieces.
Especially now.
Yeah.
You can only play the one DTE. Like before you could kind of, and I would do this all the time. I would hit Snorlax from with zero preparation, but nowadays you can't really with just one double turbo.
Mhm.
That was a scam. I was really scamming people because I was like not planning a game at all. I was just oops, I'll go Snorlax again. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the hop stuff is good, and it was certainly busted before DCE and Twin got banned because I think they were banned after this set.
I think they played like one or two tournaments with it. Because I think the whatever
Yeah,
9K or ever how much the full grip games is.
the
I think it
release
was like a
tournament.
3K.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it was playable at that 3K. Um, but I think it was banned like before Destined Rivals. I think it played out a little bit. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I think so as well.
but
No, I mean just an insane
yeah.
package, and the double too like proved itself to be like pretty much worth it. Is just like a boss on a Pokemon that can also like 120 for three in a clutch moment. Works with the choice band. Works with the stadium for more even more damage. That's the thing. Like when your gimmick, Hop's gimmick was like, I do more damage, my attacks cost less, and it's like when that's your gimmick, like for
Yeah.
sure that's gonna be good. Like Lily's gimmick is like I like control you a little bit, and it's like they can't really print stuff that's that strong. But standard cards are like so overinflated that like Hop's Cram can just do like one literally 180 for zero energy on a basic
Yeah.
with a tool in a stadium, and it's just like kind of okay.
Yeah. It was kind of washed. Like there was one good hops list, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, and standard. The Hops didn't
yeah,
even make it.
yeah. No, there was it was good for one tournament, and then they kind of flopped. But there was other good stuff
Yeah.
in the set. There was the Hydro Pump Wailord is
Yes.
probably the better one. Even though I did just get absolutely washed by the Special Energy Wailord last night, um, I think the Hydro Pump one is probably better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Because it's not like you can't use reversal on the hydro pump one.
Yeah. Well, it's so much more of a commitment to have to dedicate a special energy to the
Yeah.
Wailord than just like water has like three or four ways at this point to just like rapid attach energy from hand.
Right.
So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Um,
they're so incentivized to like play basics. I
and
think they're the
then
only type with like two professor's letters too.
yeah, yeah. I guess the only benefit the other one has is its ability is just so annoying. Like if you have that
Yeah.
ability, I was like doing the math in my head. Like I had to bust out the fingers to figure out like what the damage reduction was. 'Cause it's like pot helmet, the ability, and like acuity, I think is the stadium.
Oh yeah.
The one that does minus 30. You're just like never killing it. And then if you get to a point where you're like three hitting it, they're busting down like rough seas. And at that point, I was like, how much damage does this one do? And I was like, I'm just gonna concede this and like go watch football at home.
Yeah.
Drink my Baja Blast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice for Hydro Pump. I think it has more HP, but like at least you just know the number. I'd kind of prefer you just like know the number I have to hit rather than like, oh, get my hex out and then what is it after hex or what is it minus 30, you know? Yeah. So I like
I
Hydro Pump even for that. Makes my math easier.
Yeah, it's also just like a lot more consistent to run the hydro pump than the special energy. Because the one thing about like I played lists that have both, and the special energy one has like a lot more
Wait,
consistent
how
high
did you have
damage.
both?
I've just played different decks, one that had special energy,
Oh.
one that did
Oh,
not.
okay, okay. Yeah,
Uh, I'm not side decking,
yeah.
but if I could,
Hops Wailord.
Pops Wailord. Yo, imagine the tool on the Wailord. That would be an extra 60?
Yeah.
No, it's for water energy, so it would be neutral. Anyway,
Oh, it does have to be water, yeah.
so it'd just be 30.
But in any
Anyways,
case, yeah, you prefer Hydro Pump. You
I
played
prefer
both.
the Hydro Pump. I prefer it.
Yeah.
Also, the full art is better. I don't think there's like a full art for the other one. It's like the max rarity is like the Cosmic Hollow um
True.
League
Stamp.
promo, which those are
Yeah.
like
Which is
kind
kind
of
of, those are kind of nice.
oh,
Oh.
anyway,
There was Item Lock T-Tar was in this set,
true.
which is
I
like, we didn't have Grimsley yet, so we didn't know it was going to be playable, but now it's officially, it would become playable, I guess. I also noted here that Auto Heal Magirna is kind of annoying and can heal a lot of damage with just like a cape on it.
yeah, I remember whenever that card was released and people were trying to cook it so hard,
Yeah,
but I don't think any of
it's a
that
metal card.
ever. I don't think it like in standard there's like an idea that it could be used for like control, but I don't
Oh,
think that ever amounted to anything.
yeah. I mean, there's no number Dango can't hit nowadays.
True.
Um, yeah. Journey Together got DCE banned.
Yeah. It was a good
After
set.
that
Good set.
was, it was a good set. I agree as well. Um,
Destined Rivals.
yeah. Next is Destined Rivals. This is like the Rockets, the Misties, more owners Pokemon.
Yeah. Like
We got some kind of like playable cards in here.
yeah. I think like all the owner Pokemons are like kind of flops in this one, except for Misty's. The Misty
Yeah,
Starmie is like kind of playable. And then like
yeah.
real
It's like
sickos are
110
playing
for
like
one.
the random Team Rocket basics.
Yeah. Um, Let me see this Starmie real quick.
Well, he's pulling that up.
Dang,
Grass got like
140 for
Venturier.
one.
What? I didn't know it
140
did that
for one
small.
if you evolve that turn.
Maybe
So it's
that's
like
why
a
I got
one
it
and
that.
done, but it's 140 for one.
Yeah, but you
Okay, I see you,
can.
Misty.
You're already running the scoop up net, so you can do it twice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So true. That card's pretty nice.
You can probably run Devo also, Devo spray with it, so you can get three.
Yeah, yeah. It always works well in like Inteleon decks.
Yeah,
Milotic stuff.
and
I don't
you
know.
junk hunt it
I
back.
don't know if. Say again.
You junk hunt it back.
Yeah, exactly. With the Buizel.
Yeah.
Floatify. I was gonna say I don't know if the light water decks are playing like Milotic, but that could be kind of your kind of a part of the package too. Um, no, water is cool stuff, and I feel like the light water was kind of like a rogue archetype, but then had its real breakout at that Phantasmal tournament, which we'll get to later. But um, yeah, it's cool to see like the cards that didn't make a huge impact when they were released, but now like scrolling back through them, through the sets, you get to see like, oh yeah, this came out this year. Um,
Yeah.
Blaziken came out this set too.
Yeah, that card's so good. I
Yeah,
reread it because I couldn't remember how much damage it did. But 120 to 2 is so crazy.
yeah, yeah. That's like almost always taken too. Like it's hard
Yeah.
not to have two targets for that.
Kyle
Um,
had some crazy Blaziken plays.
yeah, you get that Torchic too. Fire has
Yeah,
such good stuff, but it just needs like just some real consistency, not like two stage ones in a trench coat, you know.
yeah. They also got Rapidash.
True.
You
That
can
was
draw
this
one
set.
card. Yeah, you can draw
Draw
one
one.
card.
Draw one.
And it does
One.
60 for 2, I think.
60 for
Yeah,
two.
that's like almost that's almost fan
My
art.
card does 60 for two.
It's in good company, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But
Most
yeah,
cards are
almost a
doing
fan wrote them.
60 for 2.
Those are like pocket numbers, 60 for two.
There's also
Um,
Shaman.
yeah,
Grass actually did need bench barrier because they have like all those stupid basics.
yeah. That's a real buddy buddy deck.
Yeah.
And I imagine too, if like Psychic and Fighting are that popular, they'll probably want that. Not have to rely on the stupid Rabska. I mean, Rabska's cool, but the card's too much work.
Yeah, Rapska is like always on fraud watch. I don't think I've ever seen that
Yeah,
card fall down and I'm like, oh no, this ruined my plan.
because it doesn't block Monkey Dory, right?
Um,
It just blocks damage
Rapska,
counters by attacks.
let me read this. It came out in
Yeah, it's just from the attacks. This is old Temporal Forces.
yeah, fraud watch. It might not even be
Yeah,
on
Fraud
fraud watch.
Watch.
It might be a fraud alert.
If you're a stage one, you cannot be weaker than Machoke. You got to be
Yeah,
at least as strong as Machoke, because Machoke actually evolves into Machamp as well.
yeah.
Rabska doesn't evolve into nothing. So fraud
Yeah,
alert for Rabska. Shaman, way better.
yeah. And also, it has like a good full art. I don't know if Rapska has like a good one. I don't like Rapska
Yeah,
as like a Pokemon. I think he's like, well, the fact that he is like a face or whatever it is, I don't like it.
that's his
So like Shaman
face.
is kind of cute. Like it's a little hedgehog.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
anything else in
Rabska's
this
a
set?
little busy in this set. You said
Yeah,
no. I mean, there's Rocket's Murkrow. That's a dark card.
there's
It's
Team
good
Rocket
insofar as
Watchtower.
dark sucks.
If you have a the person the person who's mad at Squovit and ban wrote him, you
If
should have.
your destined rival is in at your local,
No, you have to. I think this is one of those where you can meta manipulate your locals. Like if you're like a 7 person locals, you say like, guys, we're all gonna same 60. We're gonna do a gentleman's tournament, and then you show up with like fighting with Team Rocket's Watchtower, and then you win.
Yeah. I mean, if it works, it works. You can turn off. They could tech Dunsparce, and then you could turn off the Dunsparce,
Yes.
put weakness back on. Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Wait, is this real?
Is there. Do you think if there was like a stadium that was like Path, but for GLC? Like a stadium that just actually nuked all abilities, do you think it would be like. How popular do you think it would be? Hex on a stadium?
Hex on a I think that's a good. What decks would play it? Fighting? Hitmon Bros, like that kind of fighting
Yeah.
would definitely play it. When it shuts off your Okie Dogie, Psychic would hate it. Colorless would hate it. Dragon might play it.
Dragon be playing that. Oh yeah, Dragon be playing that.
Because it would only
Dragon
shut
loves
off
that
like
card.
Turbo Blaze. It would shut off Turbo Blaze and it would shut off the Drago ability.
Yeah,
Which like at a certain
Tatsugiri.
point, like, oh, Tatsugiri is, yeah, but you're playing that like as soon as it's like Mew VMAX. Like you're playing that as soon as you're
Right,
done
right.
playing your abilities.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Like imagine getting Marnied Marnied to the floor with like blank
Marty
land.
Path and GLC.
Like
Oh
that would,
yeah, Judge Path.
it would, oh, that would shut down water. Um, someone's
We
gonna
should get a
encounter round.
stadium. We should get a stadium like this for every color.
Yeah,
There should be turn off all your grass abilities, turn off all your fighting abilities. Like the berries, because they have berries for all the types, right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm with
And we
it.
had those gloves.
The
You remember
gloves, right?
the gloves?
The justified gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need that. I think
Okay.
Mr. Andrew Mahone needs to do like his own GLC custom set, or
Yeah, yeah,
it's just like straight GLC hate cards.
yeah. Yeah. It would be cool to have like I don't know. I feel like there's a few cards like missing from certain types where
Yeah,
like yeah, like they're making fighting tulip, but that's like a bad example because fighting doesn't need anything now, but it'd be cool if there was like a fire irida or like a
yeah.
like a grass tulip maybe would be strong. Um Stuff like
There's
that I
Celebration
think is
Mew for fire, like we said.
Celebrations View for fire, yeah. Put it on like a Victini or something.
Hmm. We're cooking. We're cooking.
I was hoping the next set, black and white, might have a cool Victini, but I don't think it did. It had like plus 10 damage or something.
Yeah, it was also like six hundred
Um,
dollars.
yeah.
But it had some good
Shouts
cards.
collectors, they got tons of arts. They had every single art. I was gonna say I like the arts in Destined Rivals. I like the arts in black and white too, but we did not need, you know,
Yeah.
no offense like Pharaohseed, but we do not need like Pharaohseed IR. We do not need
Yeah,
every single IR. That's a little over the top.
I understand like we're gonna do an altar for every Pokemon, but that's like 150 cards. Like we don't need that. Maybe if like one of my
Yeah.
favorite Pokemon was like an obscure Gen 5 one. If I was a big fan of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dwebble,
Pharisee.
I'd be pogging.
You'd be
But
pogging,
like
right?
but
Crussel's
like
biggest fan.
I don't need that. But there's like,
Yeah.
well, it does like
There's
mean
good
that
cards in this set.
there is some good cards. Like this set was like pretty weak in standard for the most part. Like you just have like Jellicent. It's like so annoying and like Air Balloon.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jellicent,
Yeah.
Frillish is like the new most annoying card. Like that card tilts
Yeah.
me so bad.
Frillish is crazy. Psychic
It
does not need item lock on a basic. for one.
Well, and it also
But it
does
got it.
20.
Yeah, you can. That's like kind of substantial. That's way
Yeah,
more than 10. It's hard to like quantize exactly in the GLC world, but like 20 is just astronomically greater than 10.
last night I got hit with Fighting Fury Belt Frillish for 30, and that tilted me
That's
so
horrible. That's horrible.
like it took me a second to process what was happening to me, and I was like, this guy's never going down.
Yeah.
But there's no,
Yeah, I think that card's underplayed.
yeah, I think it is like one of the best cards. Maybe like I don't know. There's a lot of competition, but I think it is like one of the better cards of the year. And I think probably the best card of this set. Um, I think this set's kind of like underwhelming.
Yeah. Ignition energy.
Oh, true. I did get hit with Ignition Energy last night in Watermill.
Yeah. I was gonna say in my notes here I have ignition's huge for whimsical decks and free spirits.
For
I think
real.
any card that's playing triple XL and ignition, like we got to keep them. We got to keep those players playing critical.
Yeah. The real backbones.
The critical biters, the bulky bumpers. Um, Also, Tortuga was in this set. The like
Mmm.
Trashalanch Tortuga,
That card's so
which
good.
eventually got into item or got into Lightwater. It does a crazy amount of damage. It's like 30x the items in their discard for one.
Yeah. I played that in Iron Thorns because you never start the stadium, and if you're losing, you just bust down the stadium, attach water energy, and just try and cheese out like
Yeah,
a 1 million attack.
the Tortuga.
It's good. I love that card. Hilda's
The
in this
uh,
set.
the fossil is immune to effects of attacks.
Yeah. All the fossils are good now.
Fossil's kind of underrated, I think. Like, it's kind of annoying to get the item out, but like, it's nice. Most of them have the effect that you can like discard them from anywhere.
Hmm.
So just like having the flexibility on your bench is nice. Um, where it's like it's like putting a basic down that you could like basically just scrap later. Like if you wanted to evolve into something else, or if you're like, oh, shoot, Tortuga's in the prizes, like let me just bail myself out.
Yeah. Should see more play. There's also like a new, probably the best Zoroark. It has Mind Jack and Foul Play on the same card,
Yeah,
but the Foul Play is like one more energy. So it is like,
yeah, or the Mind Jack, yeah, for three.
no, Mind Jack is one. Foul Play is three.
No, I think
Got that
Foul
wrong.
plays the search.
Or maybe am I tweaking?
Oh, Mind Jack is. Oh yeah, sorry. No, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking. You're right. Mind Jack is for one. The Mind Jack is one cheaper, but the Foul Play is one more
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
expensive. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It is like it's so crazy they put those on. Also, like that's the same thing. Zoroark Break was like the same kind of idea. Because the break had foul play, and
Hmm.
the Mind Jack one is the one you played on the break. So it was the same
Right.
effect, but now they just put
Yeah,
that
the
in one
stand-in
card.
one.
So now it's kind of power creep,
Yeah.
and that card's a flop in standard because it loses to Guardy, loses
Yeah.
to Pull, loses to Dingo.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be Dingo.
Zoroark from Black and White? Or Zoroark Break, you mean?
Oh, I'm talking about the one from Black and White. Or the new Black and
Oh,
White.
yeah, with Copycat.
Yeah, Copycat. No, the more I think about it, that card does not beat Dingo.
You can one shot. You could one shot a Guardy with it.
Yeah, you can, but like,
Um,
would you?
yeah, I've tested the other Zoroarks, and neither of them really wanted. I couldn't. I ended up not playing either of them, so I couldn't get to this one either. I haven't tested it yet, but yeah, all the Zoroarks are tough because Dark is just tough.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a theme throughout this, is that Dark gets a bunch of stuff but doesn't get any better.
Yeah,
This was like
yeah,
I only was able to find like one booster bundle of this set, and I opened it, and I think I opened like $100 of cards to it, and immediately hit the trade channel saying, "I know what I have. Dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. That's only what I want." So it was a good set for me. I came out positive on this one.
yeah,
I got the Kyurem
yeah,
SIR or whatever, Kyurem EX.
yeah,
I
yeah,
sold that to I sold it to Nick. He's a master setter.
yeah.
There's so
True.
many
Yeah,
master
yeah.
setters for this
I
set.
sold a bunch of my arts to him as well.
He's a
Traded
fiend.
them for staples. It was a good set to open. Kind of fun. Two
Yeah, I
sets,
felt
I
like the hit
guess.
rates were pretty good. There's just so many cards in it that I would
Yeah,
imagine like opening for a master set is great.
yeah, true. After this was a huge set, though.
A mega set.
Mega Evolution. A mega set, yeah, exactly. Um, this, to me, was like the biggest set of the year. Most impactful for sure, probably by a mile. This is the Rocks, Lunatone, and Soul Rock set. The fighting set with the Fighting Gong set, the Premium Power Pro set, as well Lilies. We got Meganium, we got Forest of Vitality, and we even got that Marshadow.
Yeah. They just released
Um,
a fighting buff patch. They literally gave us a patch, a balance patch for this format.
yeah. Yeah, it's so insane how far those cards took fighting. I mean, I think fighting was like, I don't know if it was like a top three set, but I think, or a top three deck, but I think it was like a top five or six deck before Mega came out, and it is just like undoubtedly one or two right now. Um, because it
Yeah.
was always the type that had the strong Pokemon, the strong attacks, but the weak acceleration, the weak consistency, and they just took it to the moon.
Yeah, literally.
No pun intended.
Wow.
Took it to the moon. Yeah, I mean, like I'm happy for fighting because I really like playing it. It feels a little easier now, and I don't know, like I feel like a bit of its identity is like kind of lost. I grieve it a little bit, but overall, like I'm I'm kind of pleased in a balanced sense, like where it's at. I don't think it's like in terms of like all the GLC decks, like insanely out of bounds in terms of like power. Um, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's crazy how much fighting got in just one set. Because like what you're saying, like it wasn't cursed, but it definitely had like the most problems.
It was cursed. It had
Um,
zero draw. It had zero draw and zero like search on anything.
yeah, but the attackers were so strong that people were still able to make
Yeah.
them work just by like the mandate of heaven.
Right,
And
right, right.
like it's
Yeah, you
just
just hit that N and like eventually you'll get there. You
like
draw enough top decks, like it's coming.
you just play down your Hitmonbros and you say, I'm gonna get this finishing combo if God wills. And like some nights, like you're gonna get that combo off 5 times in a row and you're gonna win.
Yeah,
Um, but now like the fact that well, Soul Rock is such a busted card. The fact
yeah,
that Lunatone and Soul Rock are both independently busted. Like if the other card just said like was like significantly worse, the other one would still get played. Like the Soul
yeah.
Rock could do like
If there like
60 or
was
like
no Soul
50.
Rock, yeah, like
It's
you had
like
to play an old Soul Rock or something,
yeah, like the card
or
was
still
just
playing
so
Lunatone.
busted. And the fact that like I think if they released like one really good Soul Lunatone or one really good Soul Rock, well, I think like if it was just the Soul Rock, it wouldn't be as good. But if they released like just this
Yeah,
Lunatone and you had to go through like every Soul Rock, it would still
yeah.
like make the set really
We'd
good.
find something
There's
worth
some good
playing.
Soul
Yeah,
Rocks. I can't remember which one, but there's like a couple of good ones that are in standard or in
yeah.
black and white on.
Do you think if just Soul Rock came out, we would dig up the old Premonition Lunatone to play with it?
Hmm. I don't know. 70 for a one is crazy.
For context, Premonition looks at the top two and it just reorders them.
Is it on an ability?
Yeah, that's the
Ooh,
old Lunatone.
that's hot. I kind of like it. I think it's like, well, the problem with all of it is, or those kind of abilities is like the deck is in drawings. So you're kind of just,
Yeah,
you look at
it's
your,
like it doesn't matter. Yeah,
it's kind of just
which of
like,
these two
oh,
top decks am I taking next?
because the worst is like whenever you use those effects in like any card game, in Magic, there's like so much of those. And you look at the two most
Yeah,
unplayable cards and you're like, well, I guess I'm gonna figure out which one I is the least unplayable. But I
yeah,
think
yeah,
this like the fighting gong is also crazy. The fact that they were just like, we're gonna give Fog Crystal to fighting, it's insane.
yeah. I think
Like
that's like part of it too. I think that's part of how it got so far. I think like just Lunatone on its own would be crazy, certainly, but the Gong does a huge amount of lifting as well.
it's either like the find the other one button or just like the draw two button.
Draw three.
Draw three. Oh, I forget.
That's
I
all
like
good.
I don't want to believe how busted it is.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries. I didn't
and not
either,
even
really.
that. Like it also like in general with going off of fighting, Marshadow is like also good. Another good card of that. Um, but also
Yeah.
just like draw just like adds
I
like
think it's kind of Mickey.
the format. It
I
might,
think the Marshadow's a meme.
but the whole format, like every deck plays like some stupid meme. meme card.
Yeah,
Wait, this card
that's
is a
true. That's true.
hundred dollars.
Psychic. Oh yeah, it's 100.
I'm seeing these okay, I should not believe this price starting. I was looking
That's
at
not
the
real, is
eBay at
it?
the top. No, the price starting is $20.
Okay,
I
okay.
I'm like the eBay recommendations, people are putting it for like $100. So I'm tripping. I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
bro, that's PSA 10 potential, bro.
No, these are raw. These are
Bro.
raw.
Yeah, but you're buying the potential, bro.
Yeah.
Stonks.
Lilies was also in this format.
Um, Lilies, yeah. I like
Yeah.
Lilies. I think Lilies, two thumbs up. Because like I think
Yeah.
like a card like that can only make the best decks so much better, Whereas like it makes all the bad types like kind of a lot better in comparison.
Yeah, Cynthia is like I got power up so hard.
Yeah, I never thought Cynthia of all cards would ever like have a straight strict upgrade. I thought Cynthia
Yes.
was the strict upgrade, so to speak. Like 6 was as high as they'd ever print that effect unconditionally.
Yeah. Well, it's like with research, it's like the difference between 6 and 7 is so much higher. And we're like the
Yeah,
trade-off for drawing 7. Well, I guess like drawing 7 new cards is like much better than just like the chance of like seeing your other cards. But the C7 cards, you have to discard your hand. In this, you just
yeah.
get to hit like the draw 8 cards. You're gonna
Draw
like see
8. Shuffle
repeats,
and
but it
shuffle
doesn't.
those bad boys back in.
In standard, it's like Lily is like not always objectively correct. I guess. But it doesn't matter because it's 8 cards. The chances of you seeing repeats
Yeah,
that like actually are gonna matter doesn't matter that much. But with GLC, like if you research, sometimes you can just hit the research button and you instantly lose the game.
yeah,
But this is
yeah,
it's just like it actually is like one of the most insane cards. I think like
yeah.
already it's only been in standard and GLC for like 4 months, and I think it might be up there as like one of the best supporters ever printed.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, it's hard, I feel like, even to play research now. I mean, I've seen like Colress played still. Um, obviously, no one's playing Cynthia anymore. Sorry. We need a new Cynthia card for that. But until then, like, I feel like it's going to be an every deck kind of card for me. Unless I'm like Ultra Turbo, something that's like trying to mill myself for some like Wo-Chen or some like control shenanigans. I like Lilies a lot. And it's also just like a play the game card. Like,
Yeah.
um, I think Sky was right that GLC is kind of like the least consistent format ever. Like, it's kind of the most dice rolly format ever. And it's not because, like, it's not skill expressive or it's not, like, um, fun or anything like that. But it's just, like, it's so hard to set up with a bunch of Mickey cards in your deck. Everything's a one of, so, like, you just can't really like plan so consistently. So um, I think like over like type wide consistency type cards, um, such as the upcoming Pokepad too. I think that
Mhm.
stuff is good.
That card's gonna be
Pokepad goes
insane.
crazy. It's gonna. I think it's gonna like warp the whole format a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
think
it's a
we're really
positive
ready.
card.
Yeah.
I think like well everybody can use it, so it doesn't actually matter. But speaking of cards that didn't matter, Vitality, Forest of Vitality,
Force of Vitality. Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
that
I'm
card
no
was like
grass
people
esque
were
sprite.
dooming. People
Right.
were
Right.
dooming so hard about that card.
Yeah.
But it's just like the problem with the with like in standard, like why the Forest of Giant Plants was like so busted, and like in every other format, is that like you're running these like maybe a 4-3 whatever 3-3 if you're going like super greedy,
Yeah.
or like a
Or like your
three.
Meganiums, like yeah,
Yeah,
like 3-3-3 or something, 3-2-3 or something.
because you can just like research and like rip it. You could like research
Right, right.
squawk and all that dumb stuff. Well, I guess you can squawk and then do it, but you can like rip
Like
through your deck.
four teal mask, four bug
Yeah, yeah.
catching set. We do not have that kind of stuff in GLC.
And it's like I guess in theory you would do like well, it's all in theory because if you're playing like a normal Meganium Rillaboom deck, like you have to find six Pokemon in one turn, and then you're probably using the Torterra, so you need like eight.
Right.
So you need like Turtwig. You need it also in order. You need to find Grookey, Turtwig, and Chikorita, and your
Yeah.
attacker as well. And you need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
rip
yeah.
them all off in the turn. And like, there's not a lot of great ways to actually recurse stadiums as well. Is like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Like
That's
stadiums is
true.
like special energy in stadiums are like almost by design the hardest types of cards to
Yeah.
like
Recur.
recurse back.
Tools as well.
Yeah, tools have
I
like a
like
lot of
you
weird
like
ones.
items.
Yeah, items might be much harder because I could think of a couple cards that do recycle tools. There's like the tool whatever,
Yeah.
Eco Arm.
Oh, Eco Arm, yeah.
If you're playing Eco Arm, just sign the slip, buddy.
Yeah. The tools I think the GLC tools are just like they're not quite that impactful.
Hmm.
Or like if they are, it's like cuz you need the float stone like one time and then, after that it's like a luxurious cape. You play it like at the end of the game, that one
Yeah.
turn it's got its value, and then yeah, you don't like you'd sooner just like add another tool because there are so many good tools too. Like
Hmm.
it's easier to just like add another tool basically. Um, and kind of the same thing with stadiums, but there is like Lusamine gets stadiums back, which is like very strong, but um, yeah, outside of like Eggmill, grass can't really like recur stadiums in any easy, friendly ways, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it didn't break things, which I like. But I'm glad like it feels like a classic grass card. I feel like
Yeah.
it's good for the identity. Okay.
Good
Yeah,
set.
we're pushing the hour here. We're giving them
Yeah, we're
content. Last set. This is the last set.
yeah. This set might be a flop now that I'm looking at what we wrote down.
Yeah, I think you got the wrong Archaludon. Um,
There's one
if you're
that's like
thinking of
decent.
the Metal Bridge one, that one came out earlier.
No, 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 no. No trust. There is like a Phantasmal Flames Archteraldon that's like decent. It does
Okay,
for
that's two
three.
Are you talking about Archaludon, right?
Yeah, I don't know these Pokemon. Like
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Archer.
120 for 3 and prevent all
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
from basics. Okay,
Yes.
I mean,
No, that actually does just auto fighting.
yeah, auto's fighting. That's true, actually. It does auto fighting.
It
There's a
does.
couple cards that do that. There was something I was looking at that has that effect. I can't remember what it was.
There's like they randomly
It's
will
like
just
a
like print
slacking or
equal
something.
checks. Um,
I think it's a cool effect.
yeah, I think we need it sometimes. They will just randomly print it in standard. They're doing it on abilities a lot more now.
Mm,
Um,
yeah,
on like rule boxes, they print it for some reason. Yeah, that card is like probably a flop, but I think it is like funny because I
yeah.
why I thought about it is Connor was like, "Do you have an Archtroudon?" And I was like, "I don't open product, but I will go and look in the bulk for you." And I like found it in the first five cards and bought it. And he didn't need it. He didn't even play that.
He's not a true believer.
Yeah, Visation is
He's
like
he
probably the
sniffed
most
out the room. He was like, "There's too much psychic in here."
yeah.
Speaking
Metal is
of
like
Zation,
yes, Zation is so busted.
yeah, just like cooler Mewtwo.
Yeah,
It's nice. It spreads your darkness weakness out too, like it's metal weak. So yeah,
that's actually good.
140 for 2. Hit it with the Wonder Patch. newly released.
Yeah, this is kind of just like attacks for free in Psychic. Because you're
Yeah.
Malamar in this, and then you're playing like Dimension Valley. So it's just doing 140 for one.
Yeah. You could like Raihan, attach for turn, and Zatu to like something else, something totally different, and swing with the Zacian.
Yeah.
Uh, Having that one colorless makes it like so cheap. Um, in a type that already like has a lot of acceleration. Larry was telling me he doesn't even play the Wondrous patch because he's like, I don't have problems with acceleration, and I was like, but accelerating's so good, like you don't have problems because you don't want problems. Like that's when you know your deck is going well. He's
Yeah.
just not even playing it, so
I
yeah,
I don't know why you wouldn't just play the Wondrous patch. Because like I was playing
I'll play
Psychic,
that.
and I'm always surprised at how easy it is to just cycle that Giratina back every single turn.
Yeah,
But there's some times where you kind of want to like get the Giratina out, and you need to have like, well, if you have like one attached from hand, you have to use that on like the Zatu. So I guess it's like Zatu Malamar attached from hand or whatever.
yeah,
You can get there with like Raihan also.
right,
But like if you have the Wondrous Patch, it's just like one more out. And if somebody nukes down your Malamar or your Zatu, or like you prize one of them,
right,
like you can't streamline it.
yeah,
Um, so I think it's probably worth it. But like, I don't know. You'd have to think about what to cut, which with GLC decks, because every card is like so busted in Psychic, you kind of have to be like, what's actually worth cutting?
right. Yeah, I know. I think lists are like cutting Wob or like cutting Mimikyu kinda
Hmm,
for like Zacian Wondrous patch maybe. Um,
Wob is so good, but it is
I
like
know most
annoying.
folks are on like a boulder. Some people are going monkey lists with like straight psychic.
Ooh,
Still playing Tina, but just like kind of not really caring or relying as much on the damage.
yeah.
It's so hard to say no to monkey though. I don't think I'd ever play psychic without monkey.
Monkey is so busted. Monkey Giratina is just like kind of a deck on its own, and then you just
It's a
so
match
happen
made in heaven, yeah.
like I always forget how busted like as a trio Monkey Giratina Blacephalon is. Like you can do
Yeah.
some um
Yeah.
nasty turns on that. Uh
Yeah. And those Tina pings like really add up when you
yeah.
start counting all the way to 12. It's like you can make insane things happen with that. You're totally right.
Like with I guess if you do Giratina from the bench from the discard to bench, that's two. Monkey would be three if you have like any damage counters. That's five. So you're doing like
Right.
17 damage, kind of like wherever
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
And it's well, not wherever you want, but like you get 12 wherever
Almost.
you want, and then like
Right.
three on one, and then two pings, which is like so insane. Like the
Yeah.
amount of like kind of like checkmate positions you can put people in on that for really
Yeah.
um like your only investment is like one or two energy on the
Right.
Persephone.
You need the dark.
Yeah.
The dark's like the hardest part, but
Hmm.
psychic's never like too pressed for draw. And
Yeah.
also like you're always searching with like letter and stuff to get psychics for Zatu, so the synergy is good there, and like also the synergy of just like Malamar is not your attach for turn. It's kind of like Guardian Standard where it's like if you're accelerating in all these other ways, you can afford to make Monkey Dark your attach for turn and get your value there. Purple Privilege is insane in this set, yeah. It's like every set, every card. I thought like patch cards were like for the they were like for the bad types, you know? Like I didn't think Psychic would ever get a dang Dark Patch, because Dark should get the Dark Patch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Psychic Patch is crazy.
it is crazy where we're talking about like, oh, every type should get like a Mew, should get like a Fog Crystal, but like,
It's because
but
Psychic
Psychic
has
has them
Fog Crystal.
all.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just like,
Right,
wow,
right.
Psychic is
We
so
should all
busted.
give. We should give other types the Psychic cards because they're busted.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god. We should not give. We could not give Psychic the Mickey cards.
honestly, you know what? I changed my mind. We need to ban something from Psychic. We need to ban Malamar.
Yeah. Malamar. Malamar is so crazy. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about Dynamotor. Like, do you think if Lightning had more, I don't know, like better basic attackers, basically? Like, do you think, like, what's the difference there?
Well,
Talk to me. Is it just like raw draw?
yeah. Well, the thing about Psychic that's busted is that you have like two Dynamotor. Well, you have Dynamotor, and then you have one from hand. Because with Lightning, both of them have to be in your discard.
Yeah.
So you have to be like, ah, man, I have to figure out how to get this Lightning in the discard. But also, Lightning doesn't have a Corellia, and they don't have a
To
Buddy
put to
Catch
put
Delayed.
lightnings in the discard. Yeah.
Like with Lightning, you have to actually think, and Psychic, you just have to go Buddy Catch,
Right.
and you find the exact card you need that will combo.
Yeah. If you ever need two cards, you can just find teammates too.
Yeah,
No, I think you're right. Like the flexibility of having play from hand and from discard. Like I'm usually setting up my Zatu first and like getting through
mhm,
early game with that and then going into Malamar. So they like very much synergize with each other in that way where like one's weakness is kind of the other one's strength
yeah,
uh, in terms of that. Yeah, because Dynamotor's tough where it's like you need all like it's only late game basically. It's where it's really good. You have two lightnings down, you're already looping, um, for sure.
Also, Natsu is like better than the Dynamo and the
Way better.
Mareeps. I think there's like a good Mareep or Mareep that
Yeah,
does
sleep
something good.
sleep Mareep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that one's fun.
yeah. You
Right,
can
just
like
like Devo Spirit Blindside is.
yeah,
It's like the only type that can do that silly. Most of those like ancient trait take two prizes. Like they're all kind of crummy because they're just nobody's got it like Psychic. But Psychic just has so much utility. They can literally afford like a silly Wombo combo in their deck.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
we also got like more dark stuff, but like
yeah,
Grimsley is actually the biggest flop of the year. It might be.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's so fun. It's such a fun idea, and like I love Maxis. I love Archies.
Hmm.
Um, I think cheating evolutions is like fun and funny, and I think it's really healthy in like singleton format too. Like, there's nothing that busted you can get on just one Maxis or just one Grimsleys, for example.
Yeah,
Uh, Dark just has like nothing to go with this card. I mean, it has good targets for it, but like it has nothing to set it up, and until then, I think it's just gonna be like kind of a meme card. The Tox is good though. The Tox
yeah,
is
yeah,
like a
yeah.
significant buff.
Yeah, it's good. Too bad Dark sucks, so we don't actually remember how good toxicity is.
Yeah, it's kind of like we'll never know. I mean,
We
Dark
need
can
another
get
dark.
good cards still.
We need like a Dark Explorers, Darkness Ablaze set,
Yeah,
which like I guess. Negus was the unofficial let's
Fighting.
buff fighting, and
Let's give
this
like three fighting cards.
and hopefully this isn't Phantasmal isn't the let's buff dark set for
Oh
the era.
no. I hope not, yeah.
No, they have to give
They
us
need
dark
like
deck.
double dark energy.
Yes. I unironically think that that would fix some issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I try to imagine like what would be good for dark. Um,
I think it needs a
that like
fog
kind of
crystal.
fits with its aggro style. What'd you say?
It needs a fog crystal. It needs a
Yes.
celebrations meal. It needs a
Yeah. Needs an Irida. An Irida would go crazy, actually.
yeah. Honestly,
Or like something like a Drizzile.
wait, doesn't it have like a pseudo Irida? Like a Piers? Is Piers the kind of like a pseudo?
Yeah, it gets dark. Any dark Pokemon and a energy card though, so it doesn't get an item.
So it's kind of like a Faulkner. Yeah, this Faulkner does that.
Yeah, yeah, Volkner does that.
Yeah, Faulkner
Well,
really
Volkner
would be
gets an
tough.
item, so it's like worse
True.
than Volkner. Irida is just like the best by far,
Yeah, you're just actually busted.
because it's like item specifically. Like you can do so much with an item that I don't know. Dark doesn't have like any crazy special energies to get.
Hmm.
Like there's no speed energy for Dark or anything like that. Hiding Dark is strong, but like
Yeah,
yeah, Pierce just does not move like Irida moves. Um, yeah, I hope we get more dark cards. I hope they stay on theme with like I don't know. I feel like dark is just like a deck full of like little shitters, you know, and I kind of appreciate that about it. Like they're all just kind of like bad and ugly and sad and but they'll get there. They'll like kind of like get the damage done and I kind of appreciate they're scrappy.
yeah, type shit.
Um, all right, year in review. The year is reviewed.
Yeah, what a year. I
Yeah,
can't believe I don't think anybody would have predicted that we would get the fighting the fighting buff patch.
right, right.
Um, but
Yeah,
like
it's like they
it
started designing all these cards and then DCE got banned and colorless like wasn't a problem anymore, you know?
yeah,
I
they
feel
were
like
designing the
this
GLC.
fighting, yeah. I think this fighting could compete with the old colorless. Um, it's that strong. And even Psychic, like, probably wouldn't struggle that hard, so. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if these bands ever get reviewed. I think they're like open to changing that list down the road, so
Yeah,
um, I think that'd be good and healthy. Type of the year, I said fighting.
I think of it's like what got the best, it has to be fighting.
Yeah,
Like just going through the
It-
list, like Lunarstone Soul Rock, I think is almost enough just for it to get first, because I can't think of any deck that would not benefit from getting something like that. Psychic wouldn't play it because they have too much other broken stuff on their bench. Maybe they
yeah,
would actually, because it is just a draw two on energy, and then that powers up your Malamar. So it's like,
yeah. No, certainly, yeah. I think it like would like I think we could if DCE had not got banned, like we could have said colorless because they did get all
yeah.
that crazy hop stuff, but it's kind of like they got their buff with their nerf at the same time. So
Hmm.
like I think the deck is healthier now, but kind of like the same, if not a bit lower power level than pre-ban. Um, I say unban one.
Um,
Um,
I think the
Also in
card of the
review.
year,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think it has to be Lilies. The more I think about it, the more it's it's
Yeah,
so crazy that like Cynthia's is already like a really good card, and the fact that you have just this straight upgrade with no downside is absolutely bonkers. And it like makes every deck a little bit more consistent. Where like Lunaturn and Soul Rock is insane, but if you prize one, like it kind of sucks. But if you ever
yeah,
start Lilies, like every hand is a good hand. If you have like something playable in the basic in your starting hand, and then you just like
yeah.
rip Lilies.
Oh my god. Ripping lilies for 8 feels like, if nothing feels better. Um, yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. And it's like an every type card.
Hmm.
Shout outs to Lunatone. Shout outs to Hop's Choice Band. I feel
Yeah,
like those are my honorable mentions. I also wanted to say in review, Water got like nothing this year. Water got like 0 cards,
they
aside
got the
from those
Wailord.
like silly cards.
I got the Wailord.
Yeah, they got Wailord, but like the Wailord's
Yeah, that's
pretty
not a
much
big
like,
like.
no, yeah.
It's like a
Like
side
in
quest.
terms of like utility or supporters or anything
Hmm.
like crazy, they got pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Um, I think
Um.
that's okay.
Yeah. They got like new optimal basics, I guess, but that doesn't actually matter. That's like a consolation
Yeah,
prize.
right, right. It's kind of interesting to see a type just kind of like get crept. I think we would talk a lot more about water if we made this podcast a year ago. We'd be talking about like, oh, how does it compete with water? Like nowadays, it's just like, yeah, water. It's like one of those goodish types. It's not like
Hmm.
so dummy that we're talking top two or top three, but maybe top three.
I think it was top three in the poll,
Ooh,
but it's just like I don't know. It's kind of boring. Like it's just hydro pumping.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
feel like water's kind of that power check deck.
I think that's fair. Well, it's still like Okidogi and Psychic still have problems getting over these whale lords.
Yeah,
Like they can one shot, but it takes so much effort to like one shot one of these. Where
yeah,
and they have like other stuff, and they also do like essentially uncapped damage.
right, right. Yeah, so it can deal with like Okidogis in return.
Yeah.
It can deal with Wailords in return. Luckscape kind of plays
Hmm.
become less important when it's like 1 or 2 extra energies might get you there. Um, yeah. No, I think like water still commands a lot of respect. So like, I feel like it's healthy kind of that it didn't get anything. Like I think it's still in a perfectly good spot. We just ranted about how busted Irida is and Drizzile and stuff. So
Yeah.
for that, I think it's in a good place. What are you excited for? Like, what do you want to see in 2026 GLC? What would make this Mickey world,
That's a good
you
question.
know,
I think that like
Tomorrowland?
I I think it's like cool that there is like some kind of shifting and like what are the top GLC types and decks? Like Okidogi, Hitmonbro. Like there's a lot of decks that kind of cycle in through the top. I think like Hydro Pump has been like fairly well respected for a while and like been a top tier. I think like in the same way fighting got like a buff patch this year. I would be interested, or I think it'd be really sick if like metal got
Yeah,
a bunch of buffs like that. So I think there's like a
a
lot
buff
of really
patch.
sick metal cards that you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use, but I think it needs some extra help, and it's like pretty close.
yeah, yeah.
It has like a lot of the cards we're describing as like things that are good. I don't know what metals. Most types have like their Irida,
Right.
And I think Metal has one, but I don't think it's a good
Yeah, it's
one.
like Adamant. You have to like discard
Oh
two
yeah,
metals
Adamant's
from your
so
hand or
bad.
something. We need something better than that.
I think it's like it's hard to think of a like something that's going to be beneficial for it. I think fighters fighting
Yeah.
fire. Well, fire is a type that I think has never been like super great, and it would be interesting if it got like a big buff patch, which like Phantasmal
Yeah.
Flames. There's a lot of fire cards in Phantasmal Flames that
Right,
we didn't
right.
even talk about, and they all suck.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah,
cope
yeah, yeah.
cards.
Yeah. They're kind of like built for standard for the
Yeah,
most part. Um, it's strange. Like certain effects, like Wondrous Patch, like it's crazy how little that matters. For example, in standard, but like a blowtorch is like, oh, this is an effect on an item that we've like never had in stand or like that we previously didn't have in standard. Um, so like it's way like when we have access to the whole like expanded pool, some of the standard prints like just don't really clear Field Blower, for example, or don't clear Professor's Letter, for example.
hmm.
Um,
What about you?
yeah, no, I agree. I think my favorite cards are kind of like those sorts of like this is my type kind of card. Like Irida's such a water card. I think Tulip's such a psychic card. Grant is such a fighting card.
Yeah,
I really appreciate those kinds of things. So I think like more unique kind of stuff, especially for the bad types. I mean, we want to see that balance kind of shake out a little bit. Um, and clearly, they've proven they can put some pretty busted consistency on basics. So I hope they do exactly that.
yeah. Dark would be another type that I think they normally do like a dark set every block, and I don't know if we've done one.
Yeah, because this was kind of like the Dark Fire set.
Yeah,
This is like Charizard set, kind of.
yeah. Is there like a
But
dark
but
one?
we like just started the block, right?
Yeah,
So it could
because
change
it's
a
like
lot still.
the first one, it was like Gardevoir,
Lucario,
Lucario, and then the second one was like pretty much just Charizard, and there's like one other
right?
that's like big. Anyway,
Lopunny or Gengar rather maybe.
oh yeah, Gengar, and then the next one is gonna be like the Mega Zygarde, which is
Yeah,
fighting.
those
Oh,
like dragons kinda.
oh yeah, Dragon could get like some stuff that might be interesting.
Yeah, I think the Pokepat's gonna go crazy too.
Oh yeah.
Um, we're already slated some cool cards like the Lightning search. You like discard a card from your hand and you search for Lightning Pokemon. I think.
Oh,
Um, you could set up
that's
like crazy knock yourself out kind of plays or crazy just like Electivire. You know, get your whole Dynamotor package, double Dynamotor package off one card is
yeah.
that's an exciting one, and it feels like a lightning card. Like that feels fast. It feels aggressive. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fruitful 2026 for GLC.
Hmm.
Um,
Agreed.
yeah. Any any more closing thoughts?
No, I think I think it's an interesting year. I think with like Pokepad and like some of the things with this Mega set, I think there could be some interesting changes, hopefully. Um, like with these, there was like a lot of changes this year. And there was only one ban, which was like a pretty big ban,
Yeah.
but the format like did evolve, I guess. And it
Yeah.
evolved in like an interesting way. Like I don't think like it's definitely top heavy, but I don't think like any deck is super degenerate right now.
Yeah, I agree. Like the fact that fighting got so much and didn't clear everything is like to me a kind of a sign of good health where it's like
Mhm.
we can kind of spend like a whole year and a half giving fighting insane stuff. Um, but they won't like clear the whole format. So like um, I think it'll be a while before like anything that strong is available in GLC that it's gonna like really push one type ahead of all the others.
Yeah, I think Psychic is close.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Right, because like Psychic, I mean, they didn't get a ton this year. They got this patch and they got the Zacian right at the end, but like aside
Mhm.
from that, there wasn't a ton, as I recall.
Frillish.
Frillish.
But I guess like not everybody's running the
Yeah.
Frillish. Not everybody's running the
Yeah, yeah,
Jason. They just have like so much good stuff where
yeah.
they can kind of just like adapt to anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If we get another like Zatu Zacian, not Zatu, Zatu Malamar kind of card, which I love giving them, it might like push
Yeah.
over the edge. Or
Yeah.
another like power
That's
creeps
true.
version of like a Giratina.
Oh
Iron
god.
Boulder is like another like they just have all these basics that just do like so much damage so cheap. And I think if they get like another thing like Zacian that just does so much off the rip, could be tough.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, right on. Happy New Year, my friend.
Yes, Happy New Year to a long year of Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to excellent builds and Mickey badges, Mickey tournaments,
Yes,
Mickey results, Mickey lists.
for real.
I think we're going to see some real Mickey lists in 2026.
I've already seen some.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already played some. We got started early here in Chicago, okay?
Yeah,
So, hop to it. This has been you ready to sign this thing off?
yeah. Are we gonna do it together? I don't think we can read each other's minds yet.
No, not yet. But this has been the Clubhouse with David and Austin. Austin and David. Thank you for watching. Drop a what's the emoji for this episode?
Ooh, what was a good card that we talked about? Is there like drop the eyeball for Wonders Patch? I think Wonders Patch is an
Yeah,
eyeball
drop the eye. Yeah,
because they had to get in deep to understand the Wonders Patch.
right. Yeah, exactly. Um, drop a eye emoji if you like the content and you want to see more. Get a life. All right, for real. But no, for real. Thank you for watching.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Shout
yeah.
out to the fans.